Bottom line viewers, it's Mitch here, reacting live to the NFC Championship rematch here in week number 2. Saints versus Rams. The first series has already been underway. Drew Brees looks like he was just intercepted by the Rams, and the Rams will take over. Big game within the NFC. Many people this season think that these two teams will be back and in it in the playoffs. And I know it's week 2, and a lot can change over the course of an NFL season, but if these two teams again are at the top of the rankings within the NFC conference, this game could determine home field. This game could determine who plays where in the playoffs, and of course there are emotions riding in this game. Of course the Saints want to have revenge against the Rams, the team that went to the Super Bowl when the Saints felt they should have went to the Super Bowl because of the pass interference, the no pass interference call. So, guys, leave your comments, leave your predictions in the live comments. I will get to them as soon as I can. Also, shout out to everybody out there. Gronk, spike the like button. Comment all your opinions. We're going to have fun watching this awesome NFC Championship rematch here in week 2. And, yeah, it's been an exciting day of football already. We've had some pretty good matchups, some pretty good games already. But there is none bigger this week than the Rams and the Saints and this revenge game, so to speak. But unlike that game, which was in New Orleans, this game is in LA. So Drew Brees basically looking for Jared Cook. Jared Cook gets popped by Eric Weddle, and then there was kind of a scuffle to grab the ball. I think Johnson picks it off, and now Jared Goff, Todd Gurley, and the Rams offense will take over here at the 38-yard line, their own 38-yard line, as the Saints were driving. Goff with some play action over to the screen to Gurley, but that goes nowhere. That goes negative yards with, looks like Demario Davis with the stop there and the tackle for a loss. So could this be a defensive game? Kind of a big part of the NFC Championship game was the underrated element of the two defenses having their say in that game versus two of the best offenses in the league last year. I don't think either of these offenses are quite explosive as they were last year. I would argue that defenses have a better chance in this game than they did in that NFC Championship game to make their stamp. So let's see what happens. 2nd and 16 for Jared Goff and the Rams. Let's get to the comments here. Jared Goff looks for Cooper Kupp, but a poor throw over the middle. What's going on, Chiefs fan? He says, go Chiefs. Trivia says, Colts won. Laugh my ass off. Idiots only think the Titans would win. I think everybody thought that would be a close game. So, yeah, I don't think anybody had the Titans blowing the Colts out, so to speak. Joshua says, Dolphins got destroyed. Team Triple G says, how about them Niners? What's going on, guys? Make sure you Gronk spike that like button so it gets up there on YouTube. YouTube, take notice of this live stream. Going deep is Jared Goff, and he finds the former Saint Brandon Cooks down the field. And an awesome throw by Jared Goff. One thing about Jared Goff, even though I'm not the biggest Jared Goff fan in the world, I don't think he's like a fantastic quarterback. I think he's good, not fantastic. Very, very good at home. And that showed on that throw. He finds Brandon Cooks, who burns his guy, Marshawn Lattimore, the Saints' #1 corner, the Saints' shutdown corner, who didn't really shut down DeAndre Hopkins last week, for a huge gain into the red zone of the Saints. I did pick the Rams in this game, although I think this was the most difficult game to pick all week. Probably it was one of them. I went back and forth with it, but I did end up going with the Rams because they were at home, and I know how much better Jared Goff plays at home. So, yeah, I went with the Rams. But we'll see how that works out here. I wasn't really super impressed with the Saints last week. I wasn't really super impressed with the Rams last week either. So I kind of want to see how both of these teams play versus each other. Let's actually, in case you guys missed it, let's go over. It's the commercial break here. Let's go over the scores from the afternoon or morning games, depending on what time zone you're at. So the Raiders are up 10-0 right now, just by the way, over the Chiefs, which I knew that game was going to be very, very close. And now the Chiefs are going to have to fight their way back because the Raiders always play the Chiefs very, very well. It's similar to the Dolphins in Miami versus the New England thing, but that didn't happen today, as the Patriots did defeat the Dolphins 43-0. So if you took the point spread, I hope you took the Patriots. Broncos are up 3-0 versus the Bears. Todd Gurley gets the handoff after the commercial break, gets it up to the 6-yard line of the Saints. Eagles, Atlanta play tonight in the Sunday night game. Ravens 23, Cardinals 17. 49ers destroyed the Bengals in possibly the shocking score of the week, which was 41-17. I picked the 49ers to win, but they were actually the underdog in that game. The Lions, I also picked to win, which I was happy about. They won 13-10 over the Chargers. Packers beat the Vikings 21-16 in a close game as we thought it would be, but Kirk Cousins kind of cost the Vikings that game by throwing that interception in the end zone. Texans 13-12 over the Jags in a very close game, even with Gardner Minshew there. Thought it would be close, didn't know it would be that close. It came down to the last play of the game, basically. Bills beat the Giants 28-14. I was all over that game. Was very confident in the Bills, and the Bills look to be legit in the AFC. Wouldn't be surprised if they made the playoffs. 28-26, Seahawks over the Steelers. Of course, Big Ben gets hurt in that game. Mason Rudolph had to come back. And Mason Rudolph played fairly well, but the Steelers' defense does not look good. James Conner also was injured in that game, so fantasy, look out for that. Pick up Jalen Samuels. He's a good player. But Seahawks, their offense looks better than expected. Defense, not so much. Steelers, their defense needs a lot of work, and they're 0-2 right now, so they need to have a better season or a better start to this season. They need to come back. On 2nd and 2 in the red zone, looking for Reynolds. Goff throws it over his head out of the end zone. Nobody was open. 19-17 Colts, as was brought up in the chat. 31-21 Cowboys after a little bit of a slow start, but the Cowboys end up dominating the Redskins as we thought. So those are the scores from this afternoon, this morning, and you're caught up now on all the scores. Penalty on the play. Brian Allen was called, I believe, for holding on the Rams, so that's going to back them up here on 2nd down. Rob's in the chat. He says, who saw the Niners beat down to the Bengals today? I did not see it. It was not on TV, and I wasn't one of the games I was watching. I was watching the Patriots for a while. Then I was watching the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seahawks. I was watching the Bills and Giants. I was watching the Vikings and Packers mostly. So I'll probably have to watch that game after, probably in the next couple of days, just to see how well the 49ers played, what happened in that game, so to speak. Eat Your Socks says the Raiders defense is playing so well. Yeah, I don't know how. Like, they don't have now. Abram is out, Connolly is out, and they don't really have a great pass rush. It's mostly coaching, I think, and they are a unit that plays very hard, so I will give them that. I thought that game would be sort of a shootout, but so far the Chiefs have not scored. 3rd and 5, and it looks like the Rams are going nowhere, so good red zone defense from the Saints. They give up that one big play to Brandon Cooks, but that was it. So Saints need to look back at that and hopefully not give a big play up to Brandon Cooks again. Kind of an interesting play call. I mean, they go with the screen pass in the red zone. I never really love screen passes in the red zone because there's not a lot of room to make people miss. And the Saints were all over it. So 4th and 5, the Rams will go for the field goal. And Greg the Leg is up there. Aiden said, I can't watch this game. It's not in my area. Well, that's why you're here. I'm going to keep you informed. I'm going to keep you updated. So Greg the Leg, down the middle, 3-0 Rams. Pretty good start for the Rams overall. They forced the turnover on Drew Brees, even though the Saints were driving. They get the big play to Brandon Cooks, and they put it through. So now we'll see if the Saints can drive the field once again, but hopefully no turnover. I think something interesting from the Rams' perspective is how do they play the Saints' offense. We saw Michael Thomas was really torching the Texans last week. He had an awesome game, and Alvin Kamara had a pretty good game as well. They were able to run the ball versus the Texans, but I think if you're the Rams, you need to focus all your attention on Alvin Kamara, all your attention on Michael Thomas, and let everyone else beat you. And that's how they kind of forced the turnover. They were playing underneath, they're kind of forcing Drew Brees to throw the ball over their head. And Eric Weddle forces the big hit on Jared Cook, who Jared Cook hasn't really found his way in this offense yet. I'm intrigued to see how they get him involved as the weeks continue. Brick Bad Boy said, where are the Metcalf bus supporters? Metcalf is interesting because I feel like Metcalf went to the perfect team for him, and I said that when he was drafted. I mean, he is a perfect fit for the Seahawks and perfectly fits what they want to do in their passing game, what they want to do in their offense. And man, when that guy gets the ball in his hands, he doesn't really show off his speed, but he shows off his power. Like, he's a big man to take down. He looks like Gronk trying to like shove people to the side. It's pretty impressive how big he is as a receiver and how he's just trying to run people over. You don't see many receivers trying to run people over, including linebackers, when they get the ball in their hands. Pack Nation 2-0. Yeah, that's right. Packers continue to play well on defense, and their offense, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be very good this year. It's basically Rodgers, Adams, or bust really right now, and we'll have to see if that improves. Maybe they do improve as the season goes on, but it really doesn't appear like their offense is going to be great. But maybe their defense is good enough for where their offense doesn't need to be elite and they can still win games. And that's how they've been winning games so far. Eat Your Sock says, my Panthers suck, but I can never cheer for the Saints. Panthers have sucked this year. So, well, I mean, they probably should have beat the Rams, which they just played really poorly. Like, they gave that game to the Rams, and in their last game, they were just bad. I don't know what to tell you with the Bucs game. They just looked bad. Aaron Jones had a good game. Let's go, guys. Gronk spiked that like button. 53 people in the chat right now. Let's get it going. Rams, 3-0, 8 minutes, 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Saints will get the ball back here. I want to see how the Saints attack the Rams secondary as well. And one big thing that worked for the Panthers is Christian McCaffrey underneath in the passing game. Let's see how they use Alvin Kamara, the Saints, in this game, in their game plan. Are they going to get how they get the ball in his hands? Do they get him one-on-one in matchups? Do they feed him screen passes? Do they put him out wide? How do they utilize him? What is your gaggle funny? Gaggle? I don't know how to pronounce that. 2, Michael Thomas, first down, Saints, 15 yards. That's the guy you need to cover if you're the Rams. I'm putting all my resources to stopping Michael Thomas. Aqib Talib on him there. It looks like zone coverage. Michael Thomas just finds the little underneath. Drew Brees on the run. Nice throw by him. And first down. I mean, I'm doubling him every play that I get. Turtle says, Mitch, how can Gilmore be the best cornerback in the league when Jalen Ramsey is such a bad man? Gilmore's the best corner in the league. There's no question about it. Drew Brees, did you see his pick six? He had a pick six today, and he had that tip into McCourty's hands. Just, the guy continues to be incredible. I mean, he's just so good. I cannot show the screen or else I will get copyrighted. So for anybody that is asking me that, I cannot show the screen. But one thing I have forgot is that I need to put up the overlays here. Show my overlays. I need to get my scoreboard up. It's only 3-0 right now, but I'll get it up there for you guys. If I can find it, that's the thing. Let me find this thing. So Saints on, I believe that was on second down. They get a little bit of yardage. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Saints. Big play here. Looks like a bunch to the left. Brees motions in Cook. Kamara lined up out wide as a receiver. Brees over the middle. I don't really know where he was trying to throw that, but he was under pressure, and it's incomplete to Jared Cook. Looks like a little bit of miscommunication between the two of them. Okay. I gotta download this scoreboard real quick, guys. Alright, so Saints will punt. Another good series by the Rams defense. Rams defense is interesting because they could rather play very well or like very, very poorly. At the end of last year, they were playing a lot better. So there's the scoreboard there. I'm going to put the scores in. Quarter one. Get that showing. Is that not white? Why can't you see that? Huh. All right, another commercial break here. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure this scoreboard out. What the heck? This is frustrating. Okay, now it appears. What the heck? All right, come on. Okay, this is not working. I don't know why. Okay, anyways. I'll have to figure that out during, like, halftime or something. Alright, still 10-0 Raiders, it looks like. Chiefs, let's just figure out what's going on with the Chiefs. 5 for 8 for Mahomes, 27 yards. Damian Williams, 2 rushes, 0 yards. Tyreek Hill not on the field. I'm telling you, Tyreek Hill not on the field's a big deal. I've been saying it. Nobody wants to believe me, but it's alright, you know. Nobody wants to believe old Mitch. It's okay. Nobody wants to say anything about that. It's cool. Niners defense has been much better this season. I would agree. Yeah, way better. Rams corners playing kind of scared. Saints need to take advantage, says Turtle. I think, honestly, they're just not trying to give up the big play. But if I was them, I would be all over the Saints receivers. If I was a defensive coordinator, I'd double team Michael Thomas all day and force everybody else to beat me. I'd play a lot of man-to-man. But it's hard when you have Kamara as well, so you kind of need to figure out what you're going to do on Kamara. And if you don't have the guys to match up with Kamara, that's where it leaves you vulnerable to him. So Jared Goff with time on the play action. Throws a duck to Jared Cook. Or not Jared Cook, Brandon Cooks, sorry. And it's incomplete off the hands of Cooks. Cooks should have caught that anyways. But it will be 3rd and 1. If the Rams can get some points on this series, that would be big for them to get a good start here at home, because then their pass rush can get after it. Thank you, Mr. Hot Take Hockey. Yeah, guys, thank you for the 16K. Appreciate it. Let's try and get to 17K as soon as we can. Todd Gurley on the 3rd and 1 converts. So the Rams will have a new set of downs. The thing is, Todd Gurley looked really, really, really good in the 4th quarter versus the Panthers. And they played him a lot last week. So the concerns over the knee, I think, might be a little bit overstated, but, you know, they have been kind of mixing in a lot of their other running backs. I cannot show the game. 1st and 10. Goff hands off to Gurley. He gets a yard, maybe. Maybe nothing. Jarvis says, can't believe I have to watch the Bears game on Fox. How come you can't believe you have to watch it on Fox? 2nd and 9, incomplete to Robert Woods. Goff needs to relax, man. Like, these people in the chat, Goff needs to relax. Jarvis says, America's game of the week, and I have to watch the Bears game and not the Saints on Fox. Oh, that's why you're mad. I thought that America's game of the week was on everywhere. Is it just me? Second and 19 after a holding call on Andrew Whitworth. He's holding Cameron Jordan. Goff, handoff to Gurley. I don't like that call at all from McVay's perspective. Handoff to Gurley, just a couple of yards. I never like it when people run the ball on 2nd and long. I'd rather pass it, like, every time. I don't know why my TV's so behind yours. Maybe I'm just commentating it late. Or maybe you're watching a stream of me saying it, so it's a little bit delayed. I don't know. Jared Goff, sacked. Cameron Jordan, who's winning his matchup right now with old man Andrew Whitworth. So the Rams will have to punt, and both of these offenses don't look like they have really much of a rhythm. Outside of that one big pass to Brandon Cooks, Rams haven't really done anything offensively, and Saints really haven't done much either. I mean, outside of a couple passes to Michael Thomas. So defense, again, like early in that NFC Championship game, is pretty much winning it. Johnny Hecker, who I would consider the best punter in the league, booms it. And not the greatest punt. Gets to the 40-yard line. And the Saints will start their drive at the 50. Okay, let me try and figure out this scoreboard one more time. Scoreboard. I don't know why. Let's just delete. No, wait. Okay, let's fix this, guys. Guys, go over there and subscribe to Hot Take Hockey if you're a hockey fan. Hockey's starting up. He's putting out lots of previews, a lot of lineup videos. Go check him out. New Orleans, probably not a big hockey city, but same as LA. I don't think either of those places are big on hockey. I'll just put the 3. Let's put the 3 here. We'll leave it blank. There you go. Fixed it, guys. Bodo says Canada strains are slower because they had to convert everything from standard to metric. Usually my stuff is faster. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm in Toronto. Usually when I'm at home in Vancouver, it's actually faster than in the States. Because I don't know why, but usually Dylan would be like, why are you so far ahead of me? Rafi says, Mitch, Bills are 2-0. Here we go, boys. Yeah, the Bills, my side team, the Bills, doing well so far. Empray says, I'm in Indianapolis and want to watch the Saints versus the Rams. Well, if you can't watch it, you can always stay here and as I'm commentating the game and giving you the updates if you like. If you could try and find a stream, then go ahead and do that. Bodo says, you never told me. Did you want an NFL jersey? I would figure NFL because I do make NFL videos. Then I can put you in the back here. I'd prefer the NFL. Kamara with a few yards on first down. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Ooh, looks like Aaron Donald might have banged up Drew Brees' hand on the last drive, so Drew Brees might be a little bit banged up. Allen looked really good today, yeah. Allen's looked good this season so far. I mean, last week was a rough start for him, but Teddy Bridgewater's in the game. I just noticed that. Teddy Bridgewater's in the game, and he passes it to Jared Cook for a first down on 2nd and 6. I guess Drew Brees' injury is actually a serious injury here. So supposedly that happened on the last drive on the incomplete pass on the 3rd down to Jared Cook. So I'll keep you updated on the Drew Brees injury. Teddy Bridgewater's now in there, so we'll see how they shift and change their offense. Teddy B with the play action under pressure. Throws it incomplete. And Cook wants a flag. I don't think... Oh, there is a flag on the play. I don't have an Aaron Rodgers jersey, so if you want to send me one, I mean, go ahead, man. I actually don't have one. I've never had an Aaron Rodgers jersey. You could probably check Reddit for a stream. There'll probably be one there. I don't really have side teams, Bodo. There's just teams that I kind of cheer for, even though, you know, they're not really my team. I mean, I'm a Patriots fan first and foremost. Won't ever cheer for another team. But I do like other teams. Like, I don't hate any team in the league because I cover every team, so it's kind of hard to. Teddy B hands off to Alvin Kamara, and Aaron Donald says, no, sirree, wagging the finger like Mutombo there, and wraps him up for like a negative 5-yard loss. Right in the backfield. I mean, wow. He just destroyed whoever was blocking him there. Larry Warford just was standing still. Whap! Got him. Rafi, Mitch, is this what it feels like to actually have a competent offense? Yes. Honestly, I don't know what it's like to not have a competent offense. Teddy Bridgewater, screen pass to tight end Hill, and he actually gets the first down, but there might be a holding call to bring this back. So it's going to be interesting to see how Sean Payton manages Teddy Bridgewater and how much he actually now plays his other quarterback, Taysom Hill. I'm intrigued to see how much Taysom Hill plays. Holding on the Saints, so that will bring that screen pass back. Yeah, AD is a grown man. He is a man for sure. JS says, how Patriots, how creative. Yep. Eat Your Sock says, my second teams are the Texans, Bills, and Packers. That's more than one second team. Guys, Gronk spiked that like button. Listen to Mr. Bodo. He knows. Teddy Bridgewater in the shotgun on 2nd and 26. With 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Of course, again, Drew Brees out of the game. finger injury, possible hand injury. Over the middle, wide open is Alvin Kamara. He makes one guy miss, but cannot make the second guy miss, so it'll be about a 3rd and 10. But there is another flag on the play. Gain of 17, sorry. But flag on the play. Teddy Bridgewater looking like he's rocking the Antonio Brown helmet. Illegal block on the back on the Saints. Penalties stalling this drive for the Saints. Yeah, Cook bumps into Littleton from behind. Kind of ticky-tacky play, but I understand it. So the ball will be brought back another 10 yards. Let's see what it is here. With time winding down in the first quarter. Bridgewater looking like he can't hear what the play call is. He's having to go over to the sideline to ask Sean Payton what the call is. 2nd and 21 for the Saints here. And the Saints call a timeout. Communication must be off with the helmet, or maybe it's too loud in LA. The Rams fans going crazy. Bob says the Chiefs just might lose. Big Ben is hurt our next game too, says Bodo. I'm not sure. How serious is the injury? I haven't heard anything regarding Ben in terms of like how serious the actual injury is. 10-7 Raiders right now. Chiefs have a touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson scored a touchdown from Mr. Patrick Mahomes. Tyrell Williams getting that touchdown from Derek Carr. Still 3-0 in this game. 3-0 Broncos over the Bears right now. And that's about it. There's only 3 games going on right now. I wish they would even it up a little bit more. I like it because I'm streaming right now, so I'm not able to watch every game. But at the same time, come on, man. Come on, NFL. Give us a little bit more even so we can watch every game, you know? Drew is out. Yeah, Drew is out right now. So Teddy Bridgewater is still in the game. Drew's been out for just this series, though. He's only missed 1 series. Another screen pass. I mean, the Saints are going to have to change their play calling. I think that's Kirkwood who's trying to find some space, but ends up going back another 10 yards. Another flag on the play, and it might also be against the Saints. The Rams defense all over. Let's see what this call is. The play lost 7 yards on a screen pass because Kirkwood kept running around to try and find something to happen. Bodo, what did you get to watch the Steelers game? What did you think of the Steelers game? The Steelers need to work on their secondary, man. It's rough. Another flag on the Saints. Illegal block or unnecessary roughness on Latavius Murray, it looks like. So I don't even know what the yardage is, what the down and distance is. Third and 28 for the Saints. This will probably be the last play of the third quarter, or the first quarter, sorry. And there might be a punt. We'll have to see. Yeah, this is going to be the last play of the first quarter. Saints snap it with 1 second and another screen pass. And it's incomplete because nobody is open. You might want to try a different play call here, Saints. I understand you have your backup quarterback in and it's a long distance, but you just called 3 screen passes in a row. I mean, maybe just let them bomb it. I don't know if Brees is in his prime. I think that's a little bit much, but he's still good. Morstead is about to punt it and should be able to pin the Rams deep here, as the Saints, even with a 4th and 28, are at the Rams' 50-yard line. And Morstead does just that. Rams get it back at the 2. About an 5 to 10 yard, I don't know, 10-yard run back, let's say, probably less than that. But the Rams will take over at about their 12-yard line. It looks like they're working on the thumb of Drew Brees, because I can tell because I've had 2 broken thumbs, specifically my left hand, and they were working on his left. It looked like his left thumb. So his thumb might be broken. That might be the injury. JS says, Jags didn't throw their game. They're cursed by Bortles for letting them go. Yeah, I guess. Sure. Rams D looking amazing right now. I would agree. Rams D looks good. It also helps that the play calling 1, the penalties 2, and Teddy Bridgewater is in and not Drew Brees. Though all those things hurt the Saints. But I will say, how long does it take for Taysom Hill to get some snaps at quarterback? Because I know that Taysom Hill, when I watched the preseason, I would say looked better than Teddy Bridgewater, but that's just me. Yeah, it's rather his hand or his thumb. They were working on this area, like, if you can see my thumb. So they were working on, like, this area. I'll show the back of it. Like, this area. I think it's his thumb, but it could be his hand. I didn't see the hit on Wilson. I'll have to go back and watch the highlight. McDonald's worker, but I'm with your sister, says, can't have these flags against the Rams. Keep this up and the Saints are losing. I agree, 100%. But if the game remains at 3-0 and the Saints defense continues to dominate the Rams offense the way they have, then the Saints will remain in the game. And the Saints defense has to know that with Drew Brees out right now, they need to step their game up. All right, so I should change this to the second quarter, eh? Well, let's do it. What the heck is going on here? Okay. Goff incomplete to Gurley on first down. I'd like to see the Rams throw the ball down the field. They had that one shot to Cooks. It worked. They haven't gone back to it. And Goff, Gurley, the run game struggling. Saints defense doing a good job. Yeah, thumb injuries suck. And I had both the injuries playing lacrosse. So, I mean, that was the worst. Because if you get hit on your thumb, you're effed. Let's just say that. Goff throws it to Gurley, and 1 yard maybe. Gets out of bounds. So 3rd and 9 for the Rams. No rhythm for the Rams. Nothing is open. Saints defense all over everything that McVay and Goff are throwing at them here. So 3rd and 9. Looks like a bunch to the left. And another incomplete pass. Nothing open. Goff threw it at the dirt. So Rams again punting away to the Saints. Whoever took the under in this game, I applaud you, sir. Kansas City is still trailing 10-7. Andrew says 26-23 Saints. Butch Jones says Rams by 4. The Bucks leading the South would be an odd sight. And even if you're a Panthers fan, if the Saints lose this game, Atlanta loses tonight, you're still in it. I mean, that's crazy. I mean 0-2, you're not out of it, but I'm just saying, like, you would not expect in arguably one of the toughest divisions coming into the season, that being 0-2, you wouldn't be in the worst spot possible. Goff is trash. Bodo says, I didn't say that. Somebody else said that, just so you guys know. Appreciate the updates. No problem. That's my job, man. But Rob says, I used to pitch, so any finger injury messes the delivery of the ball. Yeah, that would suck. I mean, for a quarterback, your hand is everything. Your hand and your arm. If you don't have a hand and an arm, it's going to be uncomfortable. And I think the biggest thing, really, for a quarterback, if it's his thumb, is snapping the ball. Because every time you snap the ball, you're going to make contact with your thumb because you have to catch the ball, unless you take everything from under center, and it's going to hurt your thumbs a lot because it's that impact on pushing on your thumb, right? So if you're snapping the ball and you're taking it back, it's going to hit your thumb, and you don't know how you're going to react to that. And then you have to grip the ball as well, so there's multiple issues with that. If you cannot actually bend your thumb, that's an entirely different problem. So Teddy Bridgewater is still in the game, and the Saints are in Rams territory after another great defensive stop. 2nd and 6, Latavius Murray using his power, gaining about 5, so this will be a 3rd and short for the Saints. Saints, I will say, offensive line-wise, running-wise, playing a lot better than the Rams. Corey says, I'm predicting the game is going to be 10-6 Rams at the end. Butch Jones says, doing a great job. You going to be on during the Eagles game? No, I'll probably just watch the Eagles game in peace and not be on the live stream. Sorry, guys. But I'll definitely give you my insight on the game whenever I get to talk about it. How would you guys actually like, I haven't really done this because I'm very busy on Monday and Tuesdays, but how would you guys feel if I did do like some sort of a podcast or something on just my thoughts on the game, like a recap of the week on like Monday or Tuesday night? How would you guys feel about that? Because I haven't really brought that up or brought up the idea of doing it, but I'm intrigued what you guys think of that. Breaking news, Cam Newton retires. I hope that's not true. Saints by 10, says Michael. 3rd and 7 for the Saints. I think there was a penalty. Sorry, I missed that. Teddy Bridgewater over the middle, and it's complete to Jared Cook, who almost had the ball stripped away from him, but was able to bring it down. Not the greatest pass in the world from Teddy Bridgewater. Not a lot of zip on it, but he makes the play nonetheless. Under pressure, too. And Jared Cook makes a great snag. Taysom Hill out there playing receiver as well. So first down, 4 for 5 for Teddy Bridgewater for 33 yards. A couple of those were easy screen completions that really didn't go anywhere, but nonetheless, Teddy Bridgewater doing his job. Hands off to Kamara, and Kamara gets 3 or 4 yards. And now the Saints are in the red zone, so we'll see if they can convert here, because it seems like in this game, any sort of touchdown is going to be a big deal. So let's see if that continues, if the defense continues to dominate the game. Put Hill in at quarterback, says Andrew. 2nd and 7. Bridgewater audibling. Bridgewater misses Kamara on the out route, so it's going to be 3rd and 7 again. And Aaron Donald is all over the Saints quarterback, no matter who it is. He just knocked down. Oh, actually, Aaron Donald's hurt now, so he's running back into the locker room. But he just did hit Teddy Bridgewater on that last play, and Donald is being sent back into the locker room on a huge 3rd and 7 where Aaron Donald would be needed to get after the quarterback. Let's see if the Saints capitalize here. 4 wide for the Saints. Cook in the slot. Bridgewater, incomplete. A dropped pass by Ted Ginn. Not the greatest throw. It was a little bit outside of him, but he probably could have brought that in. Bodo says, Mitch, you need to get someone to bounce ideas off of. Why not get one of the ladies in the class of your broadcasting classes? Like you did when you made the video with John. I'm good right now doing it solo. We'll see if I ever have somebody else on. But yeah, I would like to have the occasional guest because it does get boring to do it by yourself. But I do feel like I enjoy doing it by myself, and I do feel like you guys enjoy it as well. But whenever I do want to bring somebody else in, then I will. I just don't really have somebody that sticks out in my mind right now, or anybody that's like I 100% am on board for bringing on the channel in a regular capacity. "3-3" says Yusuf. And that means I gotta update this score. Let's get a 3. Get a 3. And let's put it a little bigger. And let's drag it from my face. And let's put it right there. So 3-3. Yeah, at least I got a closer game this week. Last week it was like over at halftime, the Jags and the Chiefs, and the Patriots and the Steelers. Both games were kind of. Hope Aaron Donald isn't serious. Looking forward to another Hall of Fame season. It doesn't appear to be serious. I think it's his upper body because he ran off pretty quickly. So I'm thinking it's rather like his shoulder or his arm, or I don't think it's a concussion because they would just take him into the tent. Andrew says, I bet they keep Brees out second game of the year. No need to stress his hand. We'll see how he feels as the game continues to go on, and maybe they'll have him with some reps on the sideline to see how he feels. But yeah, I in the second game of the season, even though, like I said at the beginning of this broadcast, this is a big game for potential playoff seeding, you don't want him to hurt it more seriously than it already is. But if it is a thumb injury, like the worst you can have it is a broken thumb, and you can't really get any worse than that. But even if he does have the broken thumb or whatever, or a broken hand, you probably can't play anyways. Like, you wouldn't be effective playing, so it's not really a big deal. Jeffrey says it is his thumb. Okay, so confirmed it is his thumb. It's hard because I'm not able to listen to the commentary because I don't want the commentary to pick up on the broadcast. It's very low on the volume, so I don't really have the updates, and the only updates I get are through Twitter. Which, by the way, I need to charge this thing. I need to charge this thing. Beaky says, do you think the Rams are going to win? I picked them to win. The way their offense is playing right now, I'm kind of regretting it. Throw it the left hand, says Rick Badboy. Eat Your Sock says, how long would he be out if he broke his thumb? Probably 4 to 4 weeks. Jared Goff, toss to Brown. And gets about a yard, maybe a half a yard, something like that. So it will remain 2nd and 10. The biggest thing right now for the Rams is they are not able to run the ball. The Saints are doing a fantastic job stopping the run right now. Use closed captions. I'm good. What is this, Netflix? Jared Goff picks up the first down with Cooper Kupp. Kupp doesn't think he's down, so he continues to run, but the ref says he is down. And that was the biggest play the Rams have had since that Brandon Cooks pass play early in the game. Sports in the Bay Area says Patriots killed the Dolphins today. Yep, they did. Bears 6, Broncos 3. Says Andrew. Thanks, Andrew, for the update. McDonald's says whoever wins the third quarter wins the game, in my opinion. We'll have to see. Second quarter not even over yet. 9 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the second. Goff, play action once again. Looks over top to a wide open man. And that is a big gain to Higbee, his tight end. One thing I have noticed with the Rams is they are using a lot less 11 personnel, which means 3 receivers, and a lot more 2 tight end sets, and that works on the corner to Higbee. Nice design on the play, and Eli Apple makes the tackle. 1st and 10, Goff 6 for 10, 84 yards, and the Rams are finally getting their offense moving. Bills coming home 2-0. Who do the Bills play next week? A little fake zone play. They hand it off to Cooks, and they get a couple yards. So 2nd and 8 for the Rams. Rams, though, again, if they need to get their run game going somehow, some way to win this game. Chiefs scored 14-10. Interesting. My favorite team is the Patriots. The Edelman jersey in the back, and I got the little cutting board back there. Goff. Complete to Cooper Kupp again for a first down. Cooper Kupp seems to have that advantage on his matchup. Who's everybody's favorite team in here? Opinion on AB. I love AB. He had a great game today. As for his personal thing that's going on, I've talked about it a little bit already, but, you know, he's innocent until proven guilty, so I'll just remain with that. Cooper Kupp, 4 yards on the reverse and goes out of bounds. So instead of running the ball in a traditional sense, the Rams are giving it to their wide receivers on a little bit of jet sweeps, and it's working out decently so far. And they're going to a lot of play action, which is a very big staple of the McVay offense. Another play action play, rollout for Goff to his left side. That goes nowhere, though, on the pass to Kupp again. So 3rd and 4. Galaxy says Patriots all day. Yusuf says Pats are my favorite team. Beaky says Saints. Galaxy says Saints. Does putting the paper near their mouth actually help? I think what they do that for, or at least what I've been told and what I understand, is they do that because the camera can't pick up what they're saying. So then future opponents don't know what they're saying. Flag down on an incomplete pass to Robert Woods over the middle of the field. So it appears to be on the Saints, and that will move the chains if it's pass interference or holding. It looks like it's going to be holding on Eli Apple. Aaron Donald injured his back. Yeah, upper body injury. We'll have to see. Bengals at Bills. I would say the Bills will be favored in that game after the 49ers just trounced the Bills. Questionable to return. If I had to guess, I'll say he returns. But Aaron Donald on one side out and Brees out on the other is very interesting. Goff and the Rams in the red zone on the 14-yard line of the Saints. Another play action. And a screen back the other way to Robert Woods. Woods breaking and touchdown. Robert Woods. But there is a flag on the play. This could be called back. And it looks like it might be. Illegal block on the back on the Rams, so they're calling that back. Guys, if you haven't already, Gronk, spike the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new for more NFL live streams just like this. NFL content only, exclusively. All I do is NFL. I cover every team. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. 3-3, 6 minutes, 51 seconds left. Touchdown called back for the Rams. 6:51 left in the second, I should say, until halftime. 1st and 20 for the Rams. So far, the penalties, 5 for 37 for New Orleans and 4 for 30 on the Rams. Overthrow for Jared Goff on 1st and 20, and that was nearly intercepted by Williams, but it was out of bounds. Bodo's favorite NFL team is the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Interesting answer. I think I saw 1-1 or 2-0 for the Packers. Yeah. Who's the best quarterback in the NFL? I would have to say it's Patrick Mahomes. At least right now. Like button smash, says Mike. Thank you, Mr. Mike. Andrew says, Sox, I didn't see them being that good this year. I had the Packers at 9-7. Maybe they'll be better than 9-7. Let's actually check. My phone is dead, so I can't really update you on the score. So I'm going to check out the internet here. Give you the updates. 3-3 Rams and Saints. 14-10 Chiefs and Raiders. 6-3 Bears over Broncos. And if you missed any of the games earlier, 23-17 Baltimore, 41-17 San Francisco, 13-10 Detroit over the Chargers, Green Bay 21-16 over Minnesota, Houston 13-12 over Jacksonville, 43-0 New England over Miami, which was a big spread, minus 19 for the Patriots, but they end up covering it by double. What else here? Buffalo 28-14 over the Giants, as the Bills played 2 games back-to-back in MetLife. 28-26 Seattle over Pittsburgh without Ben Roethlisberger. 19-17 the Colts go into Tennessee and beat the Titans. 31-21 Dallas. Dak Prescott continues his hot streak versus the Redskins. And, of course, Thursday night, 2014 Tampa Bay over the Panthers in a shocker. Eat Your Sock says, I had the Packers 11-5 winning their division. Miami Massacre, says Robot Guy. Allison with a big game from Mr. Wong. Corey says, I have to say Brady. Yeah, we'll have to see if Miami does pull a game out. I'm not so sure. Somebody just got on the card. I missed that. I believe it was a Rams player. If anyone saw that, please put it in the chat. Toss to Brown. Brown out at the 11-yard line on 2nd and 20. So that will be a manageable 3rd down situation here for the Rams, 3rd and goal. Brees is out with a thumb injury right now. I think he's questionable to return, but we'll have to see. 3rd and 7 for the Rams. McCole Hardman got the touchdown. Nice. Goff from the shotgun. 3 receivers to his right. Time, and it's tipped off his hand, and it's fumble! And Cameron Jordan has it. He's right, 40, the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, Touchdown, Saints! But they have not called it a touchdown yet because they've ruled it an incompletion. That's definitely going to be challenged. Hendrickson was the guy to get his hand on the football. This is a tuck rule here. Tuck rule. Let's see what happens. But the tuck rule doesn't exist anymore, so. Goff was throwing forward, but the ball goes backwards. I think that's a fumble, and I think that is a touchdown for Cam Jordan. Play is under review. They did not rule it as a touchdown, so that's important to understand that. All right, this is a big swing. Depending on the call, this is huge. Huge! Because it could rather be 10-3 or the Rams would go up 6-3. Refs are sweating this one, says Andrew. (6-3) Bears over Broncos right now. 14-10 Chiefs. And this game remains 3-3 late in the second. But it could be 10-3 Saints, depending on the result of this play. It looks like a fumble to me. His hand was... Okay, so for anyone that didn't see it, his hand was going backwards. He was looking to pass it, so he was delivering. He was halfway through his delivery. The ball was tipped out of his hand, and it went backwards, and Cameron Jordan picked it up, showed his speed off, too, and ran all the way to the house, 87 yards. Still 14-10 Chiefs over the Raiders right now. Raiders are showing some good stuff right now, honestly. They had an impressive Week 1 performance. Is anyone watching the Bears game? David Montgomery has 8 carries for 30 yards. Good to see they're getting him more involved. Mitch Trubisky, 7 for 10 for 62. Broncos, 14 for 15 for Joe Flacco, but they're losing. Classic Joe Flacco. They ruled it an incomplete pass, but they are challenging it. Oh, wow. So they ruled it a fumble, but they... Oh, wow. It should have been a touchdown, guys, but they ruled him down for whatever reason. So the Saints do get the ball. So it was a fumble, but because the ref ruled him to be down at that spot and blow the play dead, that means the Saints get the ball where the Rams had it, where they fumbled. So they're in their own territory. Yeah, they ruled it dead. So the fumble for the touchdown is null and void. It's not allowed. It doesn't count, even with the challenge. So the Saints do get the ball, but it's in their own territory at the 20-yard line. That's a mistake by the ref. This is why you don't call it dead, says Yusuf. Kamara with the first down on 2nd and 2. Saints are going to riot, says McDonald's. Robot Guy says, the shit The ref better not show up in New Orleans. Stupid rule, says Dream. Saints fans are complaining about some call against the Texans. I feel like the Saints fans are they just feel like everybody's against them at this point. Teddy Bridgewater looking to make a play, but is sacked on 1st and 10. And that will be -4 yards, but there's a flag on the play. Aaron Donald is back in the game, by the way, just in case you didn't know. Oh, face mask on 69. It would have been a sack, but Joseph Day takes the face mask. Automatic first down. That's 15 yards. .440 left in the second quarter. 3-3 Saints and Rams. Brees has not come back into the game yet. He's remained on the sideline. Eat your socks as a Panthers fan. I love the refs screwing their Saints over every year. Bridgewater handoff to Murray, and he goes backwards 2 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 12, or second. Brees still remains on the sideline. He has his cap on. Taysom Hill has his helmet on, and he looks like he's ready to go in at any moment. So, I mean, they're using Taysom Hill as a receiver as well, and I'm sure they'll use him at some point as a quarterback as well. But Drew Brees, nothing's happened with him. Maybe they're going to look at him at halftime. Maybe they've just determined that he's not playing. I'm not sure what's going on with Brees. Bridgewater drops back, throws it deep down the right sideline to Kamara, and it's incomplete. So it will be 3rd and 10. Bodo says the rule is once the ref blows the whistle, they have to stop it there because players hear the whistle. Yeah, I understand the rule, but it's a kind of a dumb rule. Max says, shouldn't be bad calls every game. There are bad calls every game. In every game, there's at least 1 or 2 bad calls. Now, not egregious calls, like in the NFC Championship, but there are bad calls every game. Bridgewater, 3rd and 10, throws it short to his other quarterback, Taysom Hill, and he will be a little short of the first down. And they're at the 49-yard line, their own 49, so it's going to be interesting to see if the Saints do go for it. I believe they will, but we'll have to see. There's 3 minutes left in the second quarter, and it looks like Sean Payton's gearing up to call a 4th and short play. How many flags so far? I think around 10. If I had to guess, I think there's been around 10 flags so far. That's including both sides. 4th and 1. Bridgewater hands it off to Kamara, and it looks like he didn't get it. Stopped short. It looked like there was a hole to his left, but Kamara instead goes to the right. And yeah, he's definitely short. The refs will mark him short, and the Rams will get the ball. Defense has dominated this game. Both defensive lines have dominated this game. And the Rams will get good field position here at the end of the first half to put some points up on the board after the Jared Goff fumble. So, wow. Anybody, again, if you took the under, good work by you. Good work, sir. Good work, sir. All right, guys. 2:39 left in the second, and as they check the spot of the ball, it has been confirmed that the Rams will get the ball back. I'm interested by that call. I don't love that call. It was just a straight up run from Kamara. But I don't really love that they didn't have like a fullback in the game. They didn't put any power out there. It was just 3 receiver set, and they tried to run it on 4th and 1. I don't know. I feel like Sean Payton has had some better play calls in his day, but maybe he just thought Kamara would be able to convert that. He doesn't. 1st and 10, Todd Gurley on the toss. Todd Gurley gets about 22 yards on the gain, maybe more, into Saints territory and well past Saints territory to the 28-yard line of the Saints. Great design on the toss, great blocking. Finally, the Rams get some success running the football with that toss play. Do I think the Chiefs can beat the Pats? I mean, they can. Do I think they will? Probably not, but we'll have to see. They needed the fridge, says Butch Jones. Yeah, they could have used them. Chiefs are now kicking butt, 21-10. Drew Brees remains watching from the sidelines. Antsy, 3-3 as they head to commercial. Lions are undefeated. That is true. They have not lost this season. Even though they should have won week 1, goofballs. Stupid team. The Lions are so dumb. I love the Lions, but they're so Lions. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I always cheer for the Lions, but I don't know. They're so Lions. Like, how do you blow that lead versus the Cardinals? The Cardinals did look good this week, actually, versus the Ravens. I'll give them credit for that. But the Lions' defense, I mean, has looked pretty good for the most part. They had the 3rd and 4th quarter there versus the Cardinals where they were able to make some plays, but they looked great against the Chargers, and they looked great in the first half versus the Cardinals. So maybe they fixed a couple of things, and Kyler Murray's a baller, man. Kyler Murray is going to be legitimately very good. He just makes plays. Some of those throws that he made today versus Baltimore, very good defense, super impressive. Just his ability to stretch the play, to make things happen when nothing's there. That's some Russell Wilson-ness. Yusuf says the Patriots-Ravens in Week 9 is going to be a really good game. Yeah, specifically because it's in Baltimore. I think it will be a very good game. I'm intrigued to see how the Patriots defense plays Lamar Jackson. I don't think the Ravens have a chance to go undefeated. I don't think the Patriots have much of a chance, but they have more of a chance than the Ravens. Eat Your Sock says that was a big win to beat the Chargers. Big play. Slay got the pick to seal it. Yeah, for sure. That was a big win because if they would have, if they would have lost that game late in the game, they would have been questioning themselves after that tie, but it's nice to see that they bounced back after that collapse last week and were able to win the game. So that was good on them. How long will Brees be out? If I had to get, it depends the severity of the injury. If it's a broken thumb, my guess is probably 4 weeks. But we'll have to see. It depends on the severity of it, and I don't think they know that unless they look at x-rays, which with broken bones you don't know unless you look at an x-ray. And maybe they could even, I don't know how NFL teams operate if they're able to actually take x-rays during a game. Like, I don't know if they actually have that technology, but we'll have to see. 1:40 remaining in the second quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Rams. Rams looking to put this in the end zone. Rafi says, what a terrible decision by Rivers. Lions didn't win. Chargers threw hard. I don't know. Lions made the play at the end of the game. I know Rivers kind of forced that at the end, but happens. Kirk Cousins did the same thing versus the Packers. Jared Goff, more play action, rolls out to his left and finds his receiver, Robert Woods, who had the called back on the touchdown on the screen pass a little bit earlier, and he goes out of bounds with 1:18 left in the second quarter. Wide open, too. Robert Woods was wide open. Easy throw for Goff, even though there was a man right giving him some duress. Guys, if you haven't, Gronk spiked the like button. Subscribe to the channel. the NFC Championship rematch right now. 3-3. Second quarter. 1:18 left. Rams on the 11-yard line of the Saints. Goff motions Woods to the right. They toss right. Gurley to the 7-yard line of the Saints. And the clock continues to run. If I'm the Rams here, I don't call any timeouts and I do not go out of bounds. I'm running the clock. I'm trying to score a touchdown, but I'm not letting the Saints get the ball back before the half. I don't care if it's Brees or Teddy Bridgewater. I am milking the clock and I am trying to score a touchdown. What do they do under the tent? Basically, I think they check for concussions and they check for injuries under the tent. I think if it's a more serious injury, they bring it to the locker room. Screen pass. Another screen pass in the red zone by McVay. I don't understand it. To Higbee for 2 yards. And now the Rams are continuing to let the clock run, so there's 25 seconds left in the second. They might call a timeout here. Just the Saints defense is all over these screens. 3rd and 4, 10 seconds remaining, and the Rams have still not called a timeout. This is interesting. They need to call it. They should have called a timeout. Okay, so 8 seconds left on 3rd and 4. So they really wanted to milk that clock, which I like the call, but, I mean, you're leaving it a little bit too close. 8 seconds, so they're definitely going to pass here on 3rd and 4. And we'll see what happens. Mahomes has 4 touchdowns. Bodo says they're doing coke under the tent. McDonald says Rams playing conservative. I don't like it. No, they're not playing conservative. They're playing smart. This isn't conservative. This is just understanding the situation, and you don't want to give the other team the ball at the end of the half to score. So the Rams have 10 seconds here. That's plenty of time to run the play on 3rd and 4. Now the Saints call a timeout after looking at the formation of the Rams. 10 seconds remaining in the second. (28-10) Chiefs. Chiefs exploded. Am I really that far behind? This doesn't make sense. I'm on live and everything. This is weird. Did they actually got a pick 6? What are you talking about? Raiders defense on a coffee break. Goff throws. Okay, no, you guys were joking. Goff throws incomplete to Kupp, trying to find him on the sidelines. So it looks like the Rams will bring out the field goal unit to go up before the half. Defensive game. Again, I credit the man who took the under. Yeah, Mahomes might throw another 50 touchdowns. I wouldn't doubt it. I think I predicted 40. So I don't think he'll quite get 50, but I think he'll get around 40. Zerline puts it down the middle, and it is 6-3. So 6-3, and it will be halftime in 3 seconds. Guys, I'm going to take a break for about 5 minutes, and I'll be right back. Discuss amongst yourselves what you expect, what your predictions are for the second half. Who do you have winning this game? Let me know, but I will be right back. Let's get a picture. All right. Yo, 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 what's going on? Apple, 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 apple. Apple. All right. Let's go over the scores, shall we? So right now, halftime in this game, 6-3 Rams. Defenses playing very well, specifically in the red zone. Jared Goff making a couple throws. You know, McVay setting him up with a lot of play action. Todd Gurley's had a couple of runs, but nothing major. Saints, Cam Jordan playing very well. Should have had a touchdown on the fumble return. And, of course, the big news. Drew Brees out with a thumb injury. And Teddy Bridgewater in. Teddy Bridgewater has not been able to make anything happen yet. We'll see if that changes in the second half. And we'll see if the Saints' game plan does change. Now they have time to game plan. Now they have time to change some of the things that they've been doing. We'll see how Sean Payton changes his play calling. Why are you guys saying apple so much? Apple, 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 apple. Applesauce. All right. Is Durkant on suicide watch or something? I haven't seen Durkant. The guy is a mystery. I don't know where he is. If anybody's seen him, tell him to hit me up. Out official. No, I don't think so. I think Brees is still questionable to return. McCole Hardman with that 42-yard touchdown, though. And Travis Kelce with a 27-yard touchdown. These touchdowns aren't even like short, like 2 yard. They're like 27, 48, 50. What was your guys' bet of the week, and did it come through for you guys? Also, how are your fantasy teams doing? I want to know. Wow, that's crazy. And on Fox, there's, of course, the Pick'em thing, and only one fan has a chance to win the 50 grand, and he picked the Saints. So he's probably on the edge of his seat. I need the Eagles to win tonight. I need the Eagles to win tonight. The Bears defense is somehow better, says Eat Your Socks. I don't know if they're better or if they're just playing the Broncos. Let me actually get to that game real quick. If I can find it. Is it on TV? Hello? TV. I guess it's not on. Wow, that's savage. It's not even on. Atlanta fan says, sorry, Mitch, but Matt doesn't lose home openers. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Mahomes, 278, 4 touchdowns on 13 completions in the second quarter alone. Well, he had a rough first quarter, so I expected that, though. The Raiders' defense is not good, especially with those injuries. And I mean, I know that's ridiculous, but we kind of expect it now. Jacob says Saints should have got that touchdown. I agree. I have Game Pass. I just don't. I'm too lazy to flip it. I mean, I could. I don't really. This is a stream for the Rams and the Saints, so I was just looking out of curiosity. Bodo says horrible on fantasy. Only have 50 points. Mike Evans started to get throws his way last game, but O.J. Howard, I have no idea. O.J. Howard is a big-time concern. Ooh, Yusef's tied for first in the BLV Pick'em. I think I'm doing pretty well on the Pick'em. Could be wrong, though. Let me see. Okay. Let me see how many I have wrong. So I have the Bucks wrong. I think I picked the Titans, so I have the Colts wrong. I think I have 3 wrong. This was a tough week, too. This is week 2. I have 3 wrong right now. The last one was the... I picked the Steelers, but I'll deal with that because Ben got hurt. Atlanta is trash, says Eat Your Socks. Mo Mania Running Wild says, I have Andrews from Baltimore, so I'm good. Same. Just saying, Matt has only lost 1 career home opener. We'll make it 2 tonight. Okay, what happened in that Jags game? They should have tied it up. But they went for the win. And Fournette couldn't get in. Why did they go for the win? Why didn't they just play overtime? Ugh. Wow, Mahomes has the most passing yards in a first half since 2008? Wow. Corey said, I had put $10 on the Seahawks, so I'm glad I won. Nice. I'm not an Eagles fan. I just have money on the Eagles, so I need them to win. If the Eagles win, I win a lot of money, so that's why I want the Eagles to win. Ah, here we go with the system quarterback business. Chris Carson was horrible today, but the Steelers are not a good matchup for running backs in general. So, guys, what's your final score prediction for this game? It's halftime. It's 6-3 for the Rams. Do you think that the Rams are going to take it? Do you think the Saints are going to take it? What's the score going to be? Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And now is a good time to actually plug the social. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at Mitch Milani. There it is right there. This way. You see it? Right there. Right here somewhere. Right there where my thumb is. You can follow me at Mitch Milani. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's the same, at Mitch Milani. I'll leave that up for a little bit until half is over. I'm checking my fantasy teams right now. I think in the Bottom Line View Fantasy League, I'm winning. Is anyone in here in the BLV Fantasy League? I was having a really good fantasy week earlier, but I have to see if that's holding up right now. I think I was winning in like all of my leagues earlier. But you never know with fantasy. It can change just like that. Check. No update really on Drew Brees. Just seems like he's not going to be playing, I guess. All right. Let's get to these comments. What are you guys saying in here? Rafi says don't ever bet more than $10 on a football game. Jacob says Saints play the Seahawks. What do you got? Saints play the Seahawks next week. That will be a good game in Seattle. Especially if Drew Brees is out. That's interesting. Wow, Seattle would get to play Steelers without Big Ben. And then the Saints without Brees. Wow. 2013 Saints. 2013 Saints says Yusef. Rams says Mo. 8-3 says Rafi. Even though, okay, that would be a safety. That would be a tough call. McDonald says Rams 21-10. Mo Mania says 20-something Rams. Saints 16-18 points. 9-6 says Bodo. I think the offenses will break out somewhat in this half. Vash says, what's up, chat? What's up, my brother? I love your super fresh Edelman jersey, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right, I'm going to change the scoreboard now. Let's get rid of that. Let's go quarter 3. And the kickoff touchback for the Rams. So the Rams will get the ball first in the second half. Aaron Andrews is reporting that Drew Brees can't grip the ball. And Sean Payton is rattled by the officiating, so there's that. That's the 2 reports from Aaron Andrews, that Sean Payton's rattled and Drew Brees is hurt. So that's not good for Saints fans to hear, but yeah, that's what's going on right now. All right, so interesting. Rams start off the half in 5 wide. And Gurley Goff under pressure has to throw it away into the dirt, and it's incomplete. That would have been interesting if Gurley was the quarterback. But yeah, more pressure from the Saints defensive line. This was something that I was worried about for the Rams and the Rams fans out there. Was their defense or was their offensive line protecting Jared Goff this season? Because I felt like, losing Roger Saffold, already the weakness of their offensive line was their interior. Having to replace 3 guys there was tough to do. So that's one of their weaknesses of their team. They need to be able to hold up in this game if the Rams want to win. They hold up in protection on 2nd and 10, but Cooper Kupp is not able to snag the ball from Jared Goff, so it's incomplete. And overall, the Rams, I would say this, they need to have better red zone execution. 2 field goals within the 10-yard line is not good enough. The Saints, got a little bit unlucky with the fumble, but their offense has not done them any favors. They were stopped on a 4th and 1. They really haven't had any big plays on offense whatsoever. So, 3rd and 10 for the Rams. Goff under pressure again, but he escapes it. He throws it short to Gurley. Gurley makes his way for the first down. An incredible individual effort for Todd Gurley. Maybe he went out of bounds, though. It depends where they say he went out of bounds. Cam Jordan again with the pressure on Goff from Goff's blind side. But Goff was able to feel the pressure. Good play by him. So 4th and 1. They're calling it a 4th and 1 as Drew Brees is running to the sideline on the other side of the field. And it looks like he might come back into the game, because he has his helmet on. So Drew Brees might not have a broken thumb. He might be okay. We'll have to see how it goes here. He was pumping the crowd up. I don't know. Are they going to measure? Okay, they're punting, I guess. So it's 4th and 1, and the Rams are going to punt. So I guess they said that Gurley stepped out of bounds with 1 yard to go. And Hecker boots it away. And a crappy punt as it goes out at the 30-yard line of 28-yard line of the Saints. So could have been a better punt. Saints don't have bad field position whatsoever, and it looks like Drew Brees will be coming back into the game. Oh, no, I guess not. So Teddy Bridgewater is coming back. Drew Brees does have his helmet on, though, so maybe he could come back at a certain point during this game. Corey says Saints are going to take the W from the Seahawks. Bears Nerd Cave says, What bothers me about the Saints fans and being from Louisiana is they whine, and come up with reasons why it's not their fault for losing. You hear that, Saints fans? Justin says Teddy Bridgewater is good enough to win this game for us. Wow, that's bold. Eat Your Socks says facts. Joshua says, do you think Tom Brady will have the most touchdown passes in NFL history? I'm going to say it's between him and Brees. I definitely think he'll pass Peyton. And I don't know if Brady... That's interesting. I think whoever outlasts one another will own the record, honestly. I think if Brady outlasts Brees, he'll own the record. If Brady retires and Brees outlasts him, then Brees will own the record. I think that's just what it's going to come down to, honestly. I saw a crazy stat the other day of Brady's games in a dome and Brees' games in a dome, and it's like crazy staggering difference. Same as Peyton Manning. Brees' career is not over. He'll be fine. Mo Mania says, hope Robert Woods gets going in terms of catches. He's had a couple of plays. But yeah, and none of the receivers really have made many plays. I think Brandon Cooks has 1 catch. I think Cooper Kupp has had the most catches, and Robert Woods has a couple. Bodo says, latest injury report is most likely going to be out with Ben is most likely going to be out with an elbow injury, and Connor will be out with a knee injury. Wow, that's rough. Who do they play next week? I don't think Brady needs a full extra season. Maybe in yards, not in touchdowns. I think they're very close in touchdowns. All right, first down throw by Teddy Bridgewater is incomplete to Jared Cook as Cook just straight up dropped the ball. Jared Cook so far does not look like the Jared Cook that was in Oakland, and I'm starting to think that even though Jared Cook is a solid player, that John Gruden, what he's been able to do with tight ends over the past couple of seasons, Darren Waller looks to be a good piece for Oakland, and Jared Cook was excellent last year. Seems to be that the Raiders have kind of figured out how to utilize that tight end position. And even though the Saints, they had Jimmy Graham in the past, that hasn't been a primary part of their offense. And it doesn't seem like Jared Cook's been able to get it going within this offense yet. Steelers play the Niners next week, and they'll start 0-3 for the first time since 2013. We'll see. Is it in San Francisco? I would think so, but I'm not sure. Because I think San Francisco's played 2 games on the road already, so I would think it's in San Francisco. Joel says, yo, bro, I don't get mad at me, man, but you look like Brock Lesnar's nephew. I will take that as a compliment because Brock Lesnar is a beast. Even though I don't think I look like Brock Lesnar that much, but I'll take it. Teddy Bridgewater throws it short to the left to Latavius Murray as he trucks his defender. And it looks like he gained the first down after that trucking of whoever that was. I think it was Roby Coleman, maybe. He stiff arms Weddle to the ground. He trucks one of the corners on the Rams. That was impressive. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Saints. And honestly, I think they need to use a little bit more Latavius Murray. Kamara, 6-yard run on 1st down on the draw play. I look like a Patriots fan. What does that even mean? What does that even mean, dude? 2nd and 5. Andrews Pete, the guard for the Saints, is down on the field. Eat Your Sock says, am I the only person that doesn't hate the Patriots that is not a Patriots fan? You are in the 2% of people that are in that category. I think there's only, like, my dad doesn't hate the Patriots because I'm a Patriots fan. I don't know who else. You, somebody else, I don't know. Probably people that have Patriots on their fantasy team. Vash says truck. Kathleen says Pats won 43-0. Yep. McDonald says you look like a Pats fan because you white. I guess. Are you saying that the only white people are Pats fans? Let's check the scores. The scores. See if Mahomes is lighting it up even more. All right, 28-10 Kansas City at halftime. Chicago 6-3. I think they're in the red zone. Let me check this Chicago game out. 6-3. Denver has the ball. 6:56 left in the third. And Denver's up 4th and 12 at Chicago's 44. Chicago's defense or offense, I should say, is struggling. Emmanuel Sanders, 7 catches, 70 yards. Montgomery, 9 rushes, 37 yards. Tariq Cohen, 4 rushes, 18 yards. The scores. Joshua says Tom Brady has 521 touchdowns. Brees has 522. Yeah, so it's pretty close. McDonald says, I've only met one black fan in person. Interesting. Interesting. It is kind of funny, though, that, like, the Patriots, I mean, that one season, I think they had all white receivers, and then the only African-American dude on their offense was named White. I think that was 2 seasons ago. That was like a joke. 2nd and 5 for the Saints. Bridgewater in the shotgun. Hits Michael Thomas, who's significantly seen less targets with Bridgewater in there. And it looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 1. Ooh, Kamara was tripped up by... Or that's what they're showing Andrews Pete's injury. He tripped over Alvin Kamara. They ran into each other. And it looks like he's out of the game for now, so they're checking on him. Oh, they gave the Saints the first down. All right, I would have said that he was short. Corey said, I hate the Broncos. Bridgewater hands it off to Kamara, and Kamara gets another 5 yards. So Saints running the ball a little bit here, and they're going to need to run the ball. Bridgewater has not found a lot of success passing the ball, and we've yet to see any Taysom Hill, which is interesting. McDonald says, not a Pats fan, but I respect them. Respected that franchise. Respect. Respect, brother. 2nd and 5. Latavius Murray in the backfield for the Saints. And they fake the handoff to him. Bridgewater looking to make a play. Throws it short to Traquan Smith, and Smith gets the first down. So they are in Rams territory. The Saints are looking to put points on the board. Good first drive in the second half with Teddy Bridgewater, and it looks like they have made a little bit of change to their offense when Bridgewater's been in there. Christian McCaffrey is Belichick's wet dream. Surprised they didn't trade up for him in the draft. 2 receivers in tight. As Bridgewater's under center, he hands off to Kamara, and Kamara gets his shortest gain of this half so far with only 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Saints. And it looks like Andrus Peat is being walked back to the locker room. He's kind of walking a little bit gingerly, so that's not the greatest thing. Guys, if you're new to the Bottom Line View, I highly suggest you subscribe to the channel because all I do is NFL. All right, 2nd and 7. Bridgewater. Time. Throws it out of bounds because nobody was open, and there is a sight of a beach ball on the sidelines in the game. Just so you guys know. He was looking for Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas was bracketed. Good call by Wade Phillips to do that, by the way. 3rd and 7. 10 minutes, 29 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. And one thing I hate about the Rams field is that there was a soccer logo on the field. I don't know why that's the case. The Rams need to upgrade their stadium, man. I've been there. It's not the best. I'm just saying. It's old. It's historic. It's old, though. 3rd and 7. Bridgewater. Time. Pumps. Looks to run. Doesn't run. And he is taken down. And the Rams will cause the stop. 4th and 7 for the Saints. And the Saints will probably kick a field goal, even though it will be a long field goal. Sacked by Roby Coleman. And Sean Payton is not loving it. Not loving it. He is not McDonald's loving it. 4th and 6. Will Lutz comes out for the field goal with 10 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. And in his career, he is 10 for 17 from 50 plus. That's pretty good. Lutz kicks. He looks good. And it's right down the middle. 6-6 Rams, Saints. And I need to upgrade my scoreboard. Let's do that. This is 2 streams in a row where people just keep commenting on guys that... Oh. What the heck? Webcam's now on. Webcam. I gotta change that. 1 sec. This is annoying. Better. I don't know why it did that, but anyway. And better. Yeah, you see that robot guy? Oh, now it's back. What the heck is going on? This is fucked. This is fucked. YouTube's out to get me right now. They're out to get me. They're out to hold me down. YouTube's holding me down. Joel says, bro, you look like a cross between Tim Tebow and Gronkowski. I'll take it. Eat Your Sock says, It's good. McDonald says calling Saints are missing the field goal. Well, you were wrong. Goat water is amazing. No. 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 Corey says, I don't know why they aren't taking advantage of Teddy. It's not me, man. It randomly went off, bro. YouTube's out to get me. They called in the services and they said cut his stream off. Anyways, 6-6, third quarter. Rams, Saints. If you took the under, I applaud you. This is an interesting game. I don't think it's not one of those 6-6 games that's not interesting. It's actually an interesting game. It's actually a good game. Yeah, sometimes games that are 6-6 can be good. They don't always have to suck. And that is the case in this one. Saints defense holding them in the game, says McDonald's worker. You could argue that for the Rams as well. Just saying. All right, 9:49 left in the third, and touchback for the Rams. Rams will get the ball back at the 25-yard line. The only time I ever watched The Masked Singer, that show, was when Antonio Brown was on it. I think that was like the first episode. Has Rampage always been the Rams mascot, or has there been a different one? Yusef says, I'm sticking with 20-13 Saints. All right, Goff from under center with 3 receivers out on the field. Play action once again. Throws it out wide to Brandon Cooks. Hello, Brandon Cooks. Would you like to play football? You are, I've been missing you. All right, that's the second catch of the game. First down. They got to take advantage of Eli Apple. And whoever Eli Apple is covering, attack him. And that's what happened there. 3 receivers once again out. And a toss to the left for Gurley. It looks like the same play they ran in the second quarter. And this time, he does not get a big gain. He only gets a couple of yards. Corey, what did I say? Language. Turtle says, Corey Livingston, a clown. 9:14. Another play-action play. Cooper Kupp breaks the tackle. He's going. He's to the 30-yard line of the Saints. Big drive here by the Rams. Kupp, savvy slot receiver, finds the little part in the zone and makes his way up the field to the 30 of the Saints. More motion, more play action. Goff throws it off the back of Everett, I believe, and it's incomplete. A little bit of holding by the Rams offensive line that is not called. I am not going to put it on the TV. If you want to take the copyright strike from me, then I'll do it. But, I can't do it. I'm sorry. All right. 8:34 left in the third quarter. 6-6. Rams Saints, 2nd and 10. Andrew says, no homo, I like your feed. Thank you. Corey says, Zeke. Looks like a false start. False start on the Rams. So I'll be 2nd and 15 on the Rams. Who do you guys think's going to win tonight? Eagles or Atlanta? What's up, brother? Ravens 2-0. False start again on the Rams. So I'll be 2nd and 20. I think that was Whitworth. Two-time All-Pro, Mr. Whitworth. Eat Your Sock says Eagles easily. Nasi says the Eagles will win. Vash says Vash. Mr. Vash says Eagles. Robot Guy says Eagles. Travis just says E, so I'm assuming Eagles. Screen pass. Robert Woods. Great play. Robert Woods. With the first down, they might mark him a yard short, but it appears that he has the first down. A huge screen play, 20-plus yards. Jared Goff finds Woods. Perfect blocking, perfect play call, perfect scheme. Rams first down. Robert Woods is really good on screen passes. Awesome Zone says, I love you. I love you too, Awesome Zone. Nasi says Falcons got destroyed by the Vikings. I don't trust them anymore. That was a weird game, though. I will say that much. Galaxy says Eagles. Handoff. Gurley. It's officially a first down now as they marked him a yard short for his knee being down. So, first down, Gurley. What was your guys' most surprising result of the games today? Which game were you like, holy, I didn't expect that to happen? Goff, more play action. Rollout, throw across his body. Everett, first down. He's still fighting. He gets to the 9-yard line of the Saints. This is a big drive by Jared Goff and the Rams here. If they could score a touchdown, that would be huge because this is a defensive game. The Rams defense is playing awesome. Bears 13, Broncos 3. Interesting. Is that actually a thing, Ravens flock? Is that a thing? 6:50 left in the third. 8 plays, 67 yards on this drive. This drive's lasted over 3 minutes. First and goal for the Rams. They motion Robert Woods almost into a tight end position here. Hand off to Gurley. Gurley looking to make a play, but he goes backwards. Nice push by the D-line. And actually, it was the safety Bell who came in for the tackle for the Saints. And Brees still being antsy on the sideline with this hat on. Hands on the hips. Okay. Joel says, you do a great job, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Travis says, hi. What's going on, Travis? Bodo says, 27-18 Atlanta. Andrew says, Bears 13-3. Goff looking for the end zone. There's a flag on the play. Robert Woods appears to be out at the 1-yard line if that was a catch. It wasn't a touchdown. But there's a flag on the play. Nasi says, the Lions and 49ers really shocked me. I actually had both of them winning. 49ers, I was shocked that they won by that much. Lions, that was kind of around the range that I expected them to win. Yeah, the biggest shock was definitely the Patriots beating the Dolphins. I'm surprised Nasi didn't say that. That was very shocking. Biggest shock is this game 6-3 at half. Good point. 6 minutes remaining at the third quarter. I'm going to make you an ESPN news reporter. Hey, thank you. I'd appreciate that. Okay, let's see if he caught this. Looks like he caught it. Oh, but the ball hit the ground. I don't know if he caught it. I'm going to say that was incomplete just because the ball bobbled off the ground. Who even knows what a catch is anymore? Yusef says, if you're talking about this week, then Panthers Bucks. True, true. I agree with that. But if you're talking about today, probably the Lions. Interesting. All right, so 6-6, 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 6-6-6. First and goal for the Rams. Awesome Zone says Chargers win everything. Well, they did not win today, sir. Guys, Gronk spike the like button if you haven't already. If you're just joining the chat, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more live streams just like this. First and goal. And it's taken a while here for the Rams to pick their play. All right. Quick toss. Quick snap. Gurley. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, baby. He's back, baby. Todd Gurley. 12-6. Maybe 13. We'll have to see. Nasty says the 49ers might win the NFC West this year. The offense is fire. You know what's surprising me is the defense. The defense is playing like fire. All right, let's add that score. No flags on the play, by the way. Greg the Leg looking for the extra point. Greg the Leg is good. All right. 13-6 for the Rams. Huge touchdown. Huge. Corey says, let's go Rams. Super says, Saints all day. Awesome Zone says, Rams won't win if Todd Gurley plays like a girl. Eat Your Sock says, the Turtle, stop acting like a Saints fan. McDonald says, 49ers are in the NFC West. They aren't beating the Rams or the Seahawks. I don't know, bro. 49ers pretty good. But, honestly, if the Seahawks this week get to play the Big Ben, without Big Ben, Steelers without Big Ben, next week they get to play potentially the Saints without Brees, that's a break and a half. And the Rams do look good. But, again, Rams are playing the typical Canada. They have a Shawn Mendes commercial here. Rams are playing the Saints without Brees right now, so you have to consider that. What's the blue band? The blue band is a Jordan band. It's a Jordan band. And it says, once I get the ball, you're at my mercy. That's what it says. The other ones are Juventus soccer team, and the other one is Yin and Yang. And this one is just a black band. I have like so many of these things. Aaron K says, started TJ Hawkinson over Ingram today. Why would you start him over Ingram, bro? Aaron, what are you doing, man? Aaron. I like Hawkinson, but he didn't play well today. And I'm an evil twin of Brad Pitt. If anything, I'm the good one. Just kidding. I like Brad Pitt, but that's a very big compliment, so I'll take that. How do you spell Texans wrong? Who spelled Texans wrong? Who do you think will win? Oh, Awesome Zone spelled it wrong. That's an interesting game, but if I had to say, I think the Chargers will win. But I'm not 100% sure. Just off the top of my head, I'm gonna go Chargers. I mean, the Bucks did beat the Panthers, and the Bengals almost beat the Seahawks, so what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? 5:39 left in the third quarter. Rams 13, Saints 6. Nasty says, I'm getting destroyed in fantasy. Man, come on. Come on, Nasty, you got to pick it up. You look more like a bully in a teenage movie back in '08. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'll take it. I'm going for the 2000s vibe. All right, 1st and 10 for the Saints. Pitch out to Kamara, and Kamara goes for a couple. It'll be a 2nd and 7. Yusa says, kind of nervous about the Pats O-line. They had 3 backups in today. Yeah, I agree. I mean, they finished strong, and they didn't play bad. I'll say that much. They didn't play bad, but I am nervous. Like, if they continue to rack up these injuries, it's not a good sign. Both of their tackles are hurt, and of course, Andrews is hurt at center, so that was one of their strengths of their team coming into the season. If they're not able to have that, that might be what derails this season for them. If they are healthy on the O-line, I have no doubt they will be at least in Super Bowl contention, if not win the Super Bowl for sure. So, fumble by Teddy Bridgewater. Just saying. I think the Saints still have the ball. I think Teron Armstead jumped on it. But Clay Matthews, looking like 09 Clay Matthews, popped Teddy Bridgewater. But Armstead was able to come up with the ball. True, whenever you have CMC on your team and he doesn't play well, you're probably not going to win. So, I understand it. 3rd and 11 for the Saints. Huge sack from Clay Matthews. And pressure is being sent at Bridgewater again. Pressure on Bridgewater. Flag. And another sack by the Rams. But there's a flag on the play. I think it's a holding on the Saints. So it will probably be a punt for the Saints once again. Saints offense, Brees or no Brees, is struggling in this game. Holding on the offense like I thought. So Rams D is going absolutely crazy here. I wish I looked like Zac Efron, let's be honest. All right, so Teddy Bridgewater sacked Michael Brockers. Andrew says, how do I subscribe? Hit the subscribe button, bro. Just scroll down, or if you're on your phone, click on the channel and then press subscribe if you need to, and come back to the page. But there should be a subscribe button like right beside my name somewhere. Oh, here we go. Return for the Rams all the way up to the Saints 26-yard line. What a return. What a return. The Rams are feeling it right now. They're feeling it. They got all the momentum. 3 minutes, 37 left in the third. Rams are in scoring position. Great special team play by the Rams. Rams looking very good. I'm glad that I picked the Rams, honestly. I am glad. 13-6 right now for the Bears. Oh, Montgomery scored. Nice. Nice job, Montgomery. High, awesome zone. 1st and 10 for Goff. Pitches it out left to Brown. Brown breaks 2 tackles. Brown breaks 3 tackles. Brown breaks 4 tackles. And he gains 12 yards. I'm not exaggerating. He broke 4 tackles. And he got the first down there. 3rd quarter. And the Rams look to be pulling away in this game. Saints, I'd be a little bit nervous here because Bridgewater has not been able to do anything in this game. Joshua asks if the Patriots can go 16-0. I say they can. Will they? I don't know. Tough schedule. I'll say 15-1. Just kidding. Yeah, they could go 16-0, but it's too early in the season to really say whether they will or not. Plus, these injuries on the offensive line, I would say if those injuries continue, they won't go 16-0. Roided Cap says I look like Joaquin Phoenix minus the lip scar. Are you calling me the Joker? Eat Your Sock says we need to get him to laugh. Nothing is working. I don't get the Apple joke, bro. I'm just being honest here. Apple. What are you talking about, Steelers game? Steelers game's over. Three minutes left in the third. .250 remaining in the third quarter. Goff, handoff to Brown. Brown working. Brown gets 2. Awesome Zone is not happy. Not happy. Guys, share this stream with your friends. Get people in here as it goes to the fourth quarter. Let's go. Let's go, guys. 13-6. First and goal. Goff. Play action, and the play is called dead. Why would a big mirror behind me look great on my wall? Do you want to see the back of my head with consistency? If Rams score, it's a wrap, says McDonald's. I don't think I would disagree. Andrew says, I subscribed. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it, brother. Big play, Slay, sealing the deal. How about those Lions, says Brandon. I'm happy because I picked the Lions and they finally came through. I look like Gordon Ramsay's son. Interesting. All right, handoff to Malcolm Brown, and he guts all the way to the 1 yard line, maybe the 2. The 2, all right. I am so excited for the Ravens-Chiefs game. I might make it the stream of my week. Throw to the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Brandon Cookie. The Archer with the touchdown. And their punt returner is excited on the sidelines. That might be it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if Teddy Bridgewater has what it takes. Corey's excited. I'm sure Mr. McDonald's is excited. Let's go. 20. It's likely 20. Here, let's see. Sean Payton is not happy. And honestly, Sean Payton looks distracted in this game. I think he's letting the refs get in his head. And now the Rams are proving. And people said coming into this game that the Saints would be the only team motivated. No, sirree. The Saints aren't the only team motivated. The Rams are motivated because you guys know this. If you're ever an athlete at any point, any skill level, and you played a team, you beat a team, and it was controversial, and you get to play that team again, even if it's the following season, you know that you need to prove yourself that was no fluke. That's what the Rams are doing here. I know Brees is hurt, but the Rams are putting on a performance. I mean, their defense is playing very well. They're playing very well offensively for the most part. I mean, the Saints' defense has played very well as well, but the Rams have been able to move the ball enough, and this is a really well-played game for the Rams, and the Rams are impressing me right now. Drew Brees are not. So there you go. 20-6. And we're almost in the fourth quarter. Sylvia says, I like this video. Thank you. I appreciate that. Eat Your Socks says the Saints fans are going to whine about that call. They probably will sue the NFL. You are cool, man. Thanks. I appreciate that. I subscribe to you. Ah, thanks, man. Corey says this game is done. What else we have here? It's a wrap, folks. Another touchdown. Whoa, easy on the language, Turtle, bro. No need for that word in here. No need for that word. You know what word I'm talking about. No need for that. All right, 20-6 Rams. 1 minute remaining in the third. And the Saints take over at the 25. This is a huge drive. Huge drive for Teddy. All right, toss to Kamara. Kamara making some moves. Kamara with the first down and a little bit more, getting to the 38 of their own 38, I should say. So Saints get a first down here. Someone's helmet was taken off. What the heck? Dude took his helmet off mid-play. Who was that? Traquan Smith? Did you guys see that? That was crazy. Guy took his helmet off in the middle of the play while blocking someone. I have never seen that before. All right, Teddy Bridgewater in the shotgun, 5 wide, steps up. He decides to run. He gets the first down to the 50-yard line, but there is a egg on the play. Probably this holding right here. Let's see. 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Sean Payton is not loving it. Sean Payton hates the refs. Ten-yard penalty on the Saints. Holding on the backup guard, Clapp. Well, that's a great name, by the way. Clapp. How would you like to have your last name be Clapp? There was, yeah, I could see the whole. It was on Aaron Donald. That's understandable if you're Clapp. Sylvia says, I am subscribe. I am Mitch. I am Groot. All right. 1st and 20. We're going into the fourth quarter. Let's go. Awesome Zone says, me and Turtle always goes to stream. Okay, let's see. Eat Your Sock says, why do kids call people gay in reference of being stupid? It's ridiculous. Sorry, Mitch, for the word, but kids need to grow up. I agree. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I used to do that all the time, but I mean, it's changed. First with maturity, and second with the way that society is nowadays. Using that word as an insult is not a good thing because it's offensive. But, I mean, a lot of people mean it in a way of, like, you're an idiot. Something like that. That's how I used to use the word. I don't do it anymore. But just keep it out of the chat, guys. Let's keep this chat nice. If you have a disagreement, bring up your points. Just have a little debate, but keep it clean. All right? That's all I'm asking. Keep it clean. If you want to make fun of me, all good. I can take it. Don't point it at anybody else except for me. All right? Joel says, nothing wrong with being a little tutti frutti. Miguel says, show us the game. Sorry, bro. Can't. Notch up those likes. Sylvia's right. Get those likes up. Gronk spike the like button, guys. You know what I was thinking? Like, what's another celebration that people do in the NFL that's good for, like, a like button or a subscribe button? I've been trying to think of one, but I can't think of one. Like, Gronk is, like, the only person that I can think of that has a touchdown celebration that is useful for that. Like, what's something in football that I could use as, like, a hit the subscribe button, guys? Get those flowing. Get those flowing. Bodo says, me Tarzan, you Mitch, me Tarzan like Gronk, me Tarzan, me like football. Bodo, I don't know what you're saying. Corey says, I'm 18. It says on the title, live stream chat, not live stream game stream. Keep eating, keep feeding. What do they call it? Eat the like button. Da-da-da-da! Chargers. What a pathetic showing by the offensive line and secondary of the Saints, says Paulie Fields. By the way, I love that name. Yeah, the secondary has been on and off today. The D-line has been good. Secondary-wise and receiving, like Michael Thomas has not been involved enough since Drew Brees left the game. Alvin Kamara has struggled a little bit, but I agree. The offensive line, it's been a little bit on and off. I mean, Teddy's been under duress. But then again, Teddy hasn't made the best plays overall. I feel like if Drew Brees was in there, it would be a little bit different. Every time a guy pulls off his helmet mid-play, hit the like button. Exactly. Smash that like button. Yeah, I mean, smash. Who smashes, though? Who's a smasher? Other than Bodo with the ladies. Teddy B, 3rd and 11. Under pressure again. Throws it. It's complete to Michael Thomas. Big play by Teddy B, creating the time. And 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Saints trying to get back into it. Nasty says if only Drew Brees didn't go down, next week is going to be very tough for the Saints against the Seahawks. We'll have to see if Brees can play next week. No look that like button. Now, I'm keeping Gronk spike the like button. I'm looking for something for like subscribe or notification bell. No look the notification bell. That doesn't make sense. All right, complete to Traquan Smith. Make some guys miss. Big catch. All the way to the Rams' 20-yard line. There is still a chance, guys. This game is not over. Stay on the stream. We're getting an intense finish to this game, because the Saints look like they might be going in for a touchdown. Hi, I'm Pete. Hi, Pete. That acceleration. Do the icky shuffle on the like button. Icky shuffle your way to the... Nah, it's okay. It's okay. Could use some work. Sean Payton is getting out-coached, I would say that. Awesome Zone, reminding you to smash the like button and subscribe. Commercial again, guys. Let's check out the scores. The score is here, 20-6. The score in Chicago, or in Denver, I should say, 13-6, and Denver is in the red zone. For Kansas City, the game is 28-10. Kansas City has the ball. That Denver game is getting really close. 5:34 left in the game, and Denver has the ball. Where is the ball? It doesn't say on NFL.com. What a crappy website this is. I cannot find it. Whoever's watching the Bears game, keep us updated. Head slap the subscribe button. That's not bad. Nasi says, why do you have a Lakers picture in the background? Are you a Lakers fan? Yes, I'm a Lakers fan. Unfortunately. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I've been a Lakers fan. I haven't been a basketball fan as long as I've been a football fan or a hockey fan. But I would like to say I've been a Lakers fan since about '07. I'm a Kobe fan first, and then it kind of just turned into a Lakers fan as I continued to like the sport. Yeah. And we don't have a team. I mean, we used to have the Vancouver Grizzlies. Now I'm in Toronto, so I do cheer for the Raptors at certain times, but I don't really consider myself a Raptors fan either. So. Pete, why you want to do that, man? That's not good. All right, play action from Teddy B. 1st and 10. Teddy B. There's a flag on the play. It's likely holding. Gets pushed out of bounds. Teddy B, you need to learn to throw the ball away, bro. Ryan says, I love the Rocky and Lakers stuff. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Why do I like the Patriots? That's a good question. I've liked the Patriots ever since I was about 4 or 5. And honestly, I think I like the Patriots because when you're younger, you like things that are good, and the Patriots were good when I was younger. So when I was 5, that would have been the year 2001. That was the first year they won the Super Bowl. And honestly, I think I like the Patriots. The earliest memory I can remember, my dad said I always liked the Patriots, even when like Bledsoe, because he's a Cowboys fan, and he tried to force feed Cowboys on me a little bit he gave me a Cowboys football and everything. But I think I just liked them because they were good, and I like Tom Brady, and I played Madden with them a lot, so I think all those things were a combination of things that happened. So. Do you get paid? Yes. But if you guys would like to pay me extra, you guys could hit that. You see that money sign? You hit that money sign and you can donate to the channel. That helps me do more content. That helps me do better content. And that helps me get you better content. So if you do want to donate, like Bodo has in the past, you can hit that money sign below you. Super chat. Teddy B, 2nd and 13. Find his way in the pocket, get in a rhythm, but there's nothing open. Rams secondary, biggest thing in this game possibly. Rams secondary, better than Saints secondary. That's the biggest thing that might be the difference in this game. Ryan says that year hurt my heart. I used to play Madden 08. I did too. Good game. Shoot the moon. The subscribe button, Andrew says. Go Argos, says Royded Cats. All right. 3rd and 13. Possibly the biggest play of the game for the Saints. Bridgewater has time. He throws. But double coverage on Jared Cook. The Rams say no. So it's 20-6. Will the Saints go for it? I would recommend that the Saints. This is a tough question because this is a tough first down. So I mean, it would still be a 2-score game. Still a 2-score game, but it would cut the game to 11, which would mean that the Saints need a touchdown, 2 points, and a field goal. So the Saints will kick the field goal here, and the Saints make it. So 20-9 for the Rams in the 4th quarter with quite a bit of time remaining, so it's not unreasonable to expect that you could win this game still if you are a Saints fan. Oh, there's a ghost behind me. Where? I don't see it. Denver threw a pick. Pete, please don't put that in the chat. Exit says both Saints running backs have 1 reception for 15 yards. Sounds like it's obvious what they're doing wrong. Interesting timbit there from Mr. Exit. The likes keep going up. Well, Awesome Zone, you gotta keep telling them to hit the like button, bro. Gronk spiked the like button. If you guys are new and you don't follow me on social, you guys can follow me on social at Mitch Milani. You just go to Twitter. You search in at Mitch Milani. You can follow me there. I talk about NFL. I talk about hockey. I talk about lots of movies. I talk about other stuff that I like. You can go follow me on that. Or you can go to Instagram and you can follow me at Mitch Milani if you like. It's totally up to you. You can also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That'd be much appreciated. There you go. No, I'm joking, Sylvia. I was going along with the joke, bro. Awesome Zone says everyone liked the video. Black Mamba is the best player ever. Kobe says, Andrew says, I don't know if he's the best ever, but he's my favorite player ever. I would say MJ is the best ever, but that's just my opinion. Six hateful dislikes. You know why every single one of those dislikes is on there? Because they expect me to show the stream. That's not going to happen, bro. Nasi says Joe Flacco is struggling. The Broncos need to start Drew Lock ASAP. My Ravens started Lamar Jackson, and he saved our 2018 season. That's correct, but Drew Lock is one, hurt, and two, I think he's a little bit too inexperienced. But I do understand your point. Joe Flacco is not very good. Bodo says 99% of Mitch's tweets are about the Patriots. That is probably a little bit too high. I would say that 84% of my tweets are about the Patriots. The other 16% are about other things that I enjoy. No, but I've been trying to tweet more about like the other NFL stuff. If I'm watching, like tonight, I'll be tweeting about Eagles and Atlanta, for example. So I'm not going to be streaming the game, but I'll give you my thoughts on Twitter. So that's why you follow me on Twitter. I started Breida over Aaron Jones. Who had the better game, Aaron Jones or Breida? I'm guessing that Aaron Jones... Well, Breida had a lot of yards, but he didn't score a touchdown. Nick says, love the channel, Mitch. I'm wondering if the Saints are wasting a roster spot on Josh Hill if when Brees gets hurt, they can't at least run him at quarterback. Are you talking about Taysom Hill? I think Taysom Hill is for the future of the Saints. Taysom Hill plays so many positions. He's great on special teams. He's a returner. I think he is a valuable roster spot. Unless you actually meant the other Hill, which in that case, I'm not sure. I mean, he's one of their two tight ends on their roster. The Rams run the ball with Malcolm Brown. Malcolm Brown finds a little bit of daylight. Has a little nice run there. Yeah, I benched Aaron Jones in a league as well. I didn't think he would have a good game, so, I mean, you're along the same lines as me, man. Just happens. But some people, I mean, couldn't bench. Most of the people that played Aaron Jones this week couldn't bench Aaron Jones because they drafted him so high and they didn't have any other resources. Yeah, both did well, says Trivia. Jones got 116 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's why he got 2 touchdowns. Breida is the best running back in the league that never scores touchdowns. He never scores touchdowns. Go Hartford Whalers, says Roided Caps. Good call. All right, 2nd and 12. 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 20-9. Rams. Rams have the ball. If they get any sort of points, they will win this game for sure, in my opinion. Rams, 2nd and 12. 10 yards on that catch by Malcolm Brown. More Malcolm Brown now, less Todd Gurley. Guys, let's get this video up to 50 likes. Come on, guys, we're at 46 right now. 4 more likes for 50. Get it up there. There's 60 people watching this right now. If everybody liked the video, we would have 60 likes. Gronk, spike it. 20-9. 3rd and 3. Goff, looking right, finds his number 1 guy, Cooper Kupp. Kupp breaks 3 tackles. Kupp, he's gone. What a play by Cooper Kupp. He broke another tackle. Oh, that was one of the best plays of this season so far. Cooper Kupp with a fantastic effort after the catch, with a awesome run after the catch, scores the touchdown. Individual effort off the charts. Cooper Kupp looking like a mix of Julian Edelman, Wes Welker, Steve Largent out there making a play. And yes, I understand all those guys were white, but that's what he looked like right there. Jared Goff, what a route by Cooper Kupp. Just totally fools Lattimore, who was one-on-one in the middle of the field. Kupp, stiff arms, get the heck out of here, Lattimore. Breaks the tackle. Nice play by Cooks to block on that play. And then he breaks another open field tackle. What a play. That was the best play I've seen all season. That was the best play I've seen all season. That was impressive. So now it will be 27-9. Rams. Big time. Rams. It's over, baby. I think it's over. I think it's over. I'm sorry, Saints fans. I think it's over. That was crazy. That was a crazy play. Joel says it's over. Later's good job. Later, Mitch says Bodo. Later, Bodo. Sammy was right about the Patriots destroying the Dolphins. Who's my favorite team? It's the New England Patriots. Every time someone asks me that, I hate to give you my answer because everyone hates the Patriots. How much time left? I think 9 minutes, but I mean, the Saints haven't really moved the ball all game. And when they get to the red zone, they haven't been able to execute. So, tough for me to say that the Saints can come back in this game. I mean, they're trailing by 18 points. Let's check these other scores. Guys, the likes have gone up, but not everybody in this chat have hit the like button yet, so let's get it up to 60. Come on, we're at 53. We have 60 people watching. 7 people are slacking here. 7 people are not a part of the team right now. Get up to 60 likes. Let's go. Gronk, spike it. Guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I do NFL live streams like this. I do NFL fantasy football videos, starts and sit-ems, waiver wire guys that you should pick up. I do best bets. I do picks every week. I think I have good analysis. Ask everybody else. People can back me up on that. And I do like rant videos, a lot of different types of NFL content, and I cover every single team. I promise you, you won't regret it. Subscribe to the Bottom Line View. All right. Drew Brees is not playing, Bryant, so I can't really say that Drew Brees is clutch right now because he's not even in the game. So, Eat Your Sock says, I thought Denver might make the playoffs, but their offense has been awful. I'd agree. Their offense has been really bad, which was the downside of their team. The Ravens already won today. I think it was 23-17. Joel says, I'll hit the like button when I see y'all, sister. No. Nasty says, Saints will be 1-2 after next week at Seattle. The Cowboys will be very tough in week 4 in New Orleans. I think the Cowboys can beat the Saints, honestly. I think the Cowboys look really good. Life says Cowboys all the way. On point. 55-8. That's the like to dislike ratio. Let's get it. Let's get it. McDonald says Drew Brees can't help that secondary. Woo! Sean Payton is not happy. Not happy. And it looks like, oh, the Rams are down to the 1-yard line. I put the score up prematurely, guys. I'm sorry. Let's see if they get it in. 20. Let's put it 20 now. Robot Guy says Mitch is top notch. I appreciate that endorsement, Mr. Robot. All right. Jared Goff now finally sneaks it in. with 8:37 remaining. Jared Goff gives the ball to the stands. He throws it, and the guy, he doesn't, it's an incomplete pass to the guy in the stands. But then he gets it back, and he throws it, and it's complete. Don't worry, he finally got it to the guy in the stands. 26-9. Okay, now let's see if Greg the Leg can put it in. That was an amazing play by Cooper Kupp. That's going to be on the highlight reel for a week. Bryant says Saints have always had a terrible defense. Nasty says the NFC South isn't looking good right now. Panthers are 0-2. Falcons got blown out by the Vikings last week and play the Eagles tonight, by the way. And the Saints are 1-1. And the Bucks are 1-1, though. Go Bucks. All right, Greg the Leg. It is good. 27-9 for the Rams. Saints are dead without Brees, says Life Journey. Why does Troy Aikman always have red eyes? Is he high? Does he have like a disease? Is there something wrong with Troy Aikman? Does he have bad allergies? What is it? Like, why does he always have super red eyes? Does he get, like, zero sleep? Does anyone else notice this? And updating Drew Brees. Again, guys, Drew Brees has been out of this game since the first quarter, I believe. He hurt his thumb. He can't grip the football, so he hasn't been able to come back in the game. Guys, we're 3 likes away from 60. Let's get that up to 60. Life says no, he needs some sleep. He lives on cloud 9, says Bryant. Nasty says second bold prediction: the Bucks make the playoffs as an NFC wildcard team. I mean, it's possible at this point. All right, Bridgewater comes back out here for any chance of a comeback. The Saints need to score a touchdown, like, ASAP right now. Like, they need to do this, or else they're done. 99 rushing yards for the Rams, 51 for the Saints. 1st and 10 at their 25 for Bridgewater. I believe since Bridgewater has been in the game, they've only scored 6 points. I could be wrong, though. Maybe they scored all 9 points. I don't remember. But yeah, still. Michael Thomas hasn't really been very much involved. He's had a couple of plays here and there. Kamara hasn't had the best game ever. He's had a couple of plays, but nothing too great. Flag on the Saints. It is legal in LA now. You make a good point. All right, Bridgewater. Draw to Kamara on 1st and 20, and he gets some of the yards back, putting it in a more manageable situation. Bryant says, I'll change my thumbs down to thumbs up because you are active in your live stream. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's the best when somebody takes their dislike to a like. I appreciate that. Corey says Rams are going to win the Super Bowl, baby. Teddy Bridgewater, 2nd and 14. Pass it over to the middle to Michael Thomas. There he is at the 32-yard line. Troy Aikman is drunk most of the time, I'm pretty sure, says Les. Justin says, guys, our starting quarterback is out. What do you expect? There's the Saints fans. They're back in the chat. Nasty says Rams, Seahawks, and 49ers will all be 2-0. NFC West looking good. That's true. Corey says Brees ain't going to make a difference. Underground West says can't blame the refs for this performance. I would agree. I think if Brees was in the game, it would be closer, but I still think the Rams would be winning. Taysom Hill with a catch on 3rd and 4 to continue the drive for the Saints. What do you mean the only a setup like this? What do you mean, bro? But I appreciate that, says Drew Bear 76. King says, let's go Rams. They lost Brees, says Turtle. Saints look like crap. Bridgewater throws it over the middle to Michael Thomas. Makes a spinning catch for a first down. Looking like John Elway in the Super Bowl. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the 4th. Let me check the score in the Broncos game. Let me do it. 27-9, 6 minutes remaining in this game. 13-6, Broncos are driving. They're in the red zone versus the Chicago Bears. Bridgewater with some time in the pocket almost throws a pick. It should have been picked off. But it was dropped by Rams linebacker. Bridgewater was looking for someone to throw to, but just a really bad delivery on the pass. And, man, that's why he's playing defense, man. That's why he's playing defense. Joel, nothing like that, bro. We don't need nothing like that in the chat. It's a little bit too much information, okay? Bridgewater throws it incomplete on 2nd and 10. Paulie says the Saints need to cut Lattimore and Apple. Wow, that's a little extreme. Corey says Rams would still be winning if Brees was at quarterback. I'd agree with that. Nasi says Ravens Patriots game in week 9. Baltimore will be fire. My team versus Mitch's team. That might be a live stream candidate. All right. Guys, let's get these likes up. See, we're at 62. Let's get it up to 65. Let's get it up to 65. 3rd and 20 for the Saints. This is the game here, in my opinion. If the Saints do not convert this, the game is over. Bridgewater stepping up in the pocket. It's a duck. It's incomplete to the quarterback, Taysom Hill. All right, now they'll go for it on 4th and 20. I'll probably sign off and we'll be done the stream if they don't get this, because then the Rams will get the ball back in Saints territory, up 27-9. The game will be over. So, yeah, any questions or comments you have for me before I go, if this is not converted, give it to me now. 5 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. It looks like the Saints are punting, so this game's over. I don't know why they're punting. Morstead punts it. And it's fair caught by the Rams. All right, guys. I think I'm going to sign off. Dylan is no longer on the channel. Turtle says Saints still going 13-3. Interesting. All right, guys, I think I'm going to sign off. I mean, it's been a fun time watching this game, commentating with it, where there's been some awesome plays. This was a pretty good game for most of the game. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate all the viewers for today. If you didn't already, Gronk spike the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell, guys. If you're a subscriber but you don't have the notification bell on, it's like going one foot in, 1 foot out, bro. You got to hit that notification bell, because if you don't, then you're not going to get all the notifications for when I go live for the new videos I make, so make sure you hit that notification bell. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. It's Mitch. Peace out.